Well, you may have seen it earlier tonight, a mysterious sight in the sky. In the last couple of hours, our newsroom has been flooded.
What is happening? You guys see this?
With normal clouds, you would expect to see dissipation, but this image was persistent.
Unbelievable. It scared a lot of people to death, thinking it was some type of weapon coming in from outer space.
The sky may seem boundless, but some sightings are so extraordinary they surpass what we thought possible. Join us as we explore incredible footage from around the world, showing sky anomalies that challenge our understanding.
Oh my God, what is that? Ever-living fuck is that?
One night, the streets of Texas experienced an electrical surge that initially seemed normal until something strange happened. A humanoid figure with wings appeared to be riding the electrical bolt, captured by a man sitting in his car. He referred to the winged figure as an angel. The surge intensified, and the figure emerged fully within the lightning, gliding along the current. It remained visible for only a few seconds, but had a distinct angelic shape, wings spread wide. He described an unsettling static filling the air when the figure appeared. Electronic devices nearby, including the town's lights, malfunctioned, emitting strange, garbled sounds until the figure vanished.
Ever-living fuck is that?
Unsettling celestial event. The appearance of this strange anomaly caused the entire atmosphere to turn a vivid red. Recorded in Brazil a few years back, it took on a peculiar, wave-like gelatinous form, creating a disturbing sight that captured the attention of those below. As the entity hovered in the sky, the weather began to shift and car horns could be heard in the distance. Witnesses watched in silence as the anomaly floated overhead. Though it remained in the sky for only a short time, its presence was enough to leave an unsettling effect on those who witnessed it. Ethereal winged entity. What started as a regular sunny day in California quickly turned into a remarkable sighting when a winged creature was seen gliding between clouds. A young boy, who was simply recording the pink light reflecting off his window, accidentally captured footage of what appeared to be a humanoid figure with massive wings flapping in the clear blue sky. Eyewitnesses felt a mix of disbelief as they analyzed the footage, describing the creature's graceful yet unsettling movements. The entity seemed to emerge from one cloud only to disappear behind another, leaving onlookers with a chilling impression of something beyond our understanding. Whispers from above. One evening in Alaska County, something extraordinary appeared in the sky. A massive, cloudy humanoid face took shape, looking down at the people below with lifelike features. Its eyes appeared hollow, giving it an unsettling gaze as if it were observing the entire community. Dozens of witnesses captured the eerie sight on their phones. Above the face, a strange, black, robe-like shape twisted through the sky, accompanied by a haunting sound that echoed for miles. Scientists still have no explanation for the strange sound, but atmospheric researchers detected unusual magnetic field shifts during the event, unlike before. Disk of Dread. This massive round black disc glided silently in the evening skies of Texas. It moved forward smoothly, almost as if it were some kind of intergalactic portal opening, with no visible engine or propeller. Its surface seemed unaffected by wind or gravity. Dozens of witnesses watched in disbelief as it continued its eerie flight. The disc moved with precision, controlled by something far beyond our understanding of technology. Witnesses also reported a deep, unsettling hum as it passed overhead, a sound not captured on footage. Clouds can take on random shapes, but this particular formation seemed far more than coincidental. A few years back, a humanoid face appeared among the clouds, drifting toward a town in Canada. Captured by a man in his car, the footage quickly attracted media attention due to the striking similarity of the face to a human. As the figure shifted and morphed in the sky, witnesses felt a chill run down their spines, as if something otherworldly was observing them. Moments later, the face vanished, leaving behind thick, swirling clouds that hinted at impending severe weather. Silent hovering object. Locals in Bangladesh witnessed a strange shadow shaped like an X inscribed in a circle when lightning illuminated dark clouds. The footage hints at an interstellar vehicle quietly hovering above the clouds, possibly unnoticed for some time due to its eerie silence. Those who saw it reported feeling an unsettling presence as if something otherworldly had been just out of sight. The ominous shadow has raised concerns about the potential effects of this extraterrestrial object on the local climate, hinting at disturbances that could be beyond our understanding. The unique X shape of the shadow resembles ancient symbols often linked to alien themes. Cosmic connection. This strange phenomenon was captured over the skies of Mexico when a mysterious object appeared at night, lighting up the entire atmosphere. Although the entity itself is not visible, the footage shows a brilliant light radiating from it, emitting what looks like waves of energy. As the camera zoomed in, it became clear that this bright source was signaling to someone, with visible wave patterns flickering across the sky. Its sudden appearance and the unusual light give the impression that it could be something from another world that has accidentally crossed into our reality.
Alien situation we got going here.
Recorded in New Zealand, this footage shows a white, worm-like cloud stretching from the sky and touching the ground. One man who saw it while driving described it as a spiritual alien situation, something far from ordinary. What made the sight even more peculiar was that the rest of the sky was mostly clear, with no other clouds in sight. The formation stood out sharply against the bright daylight. Upon closer observation, some viewers noticed what appeared to be a face-like feature at the end of the cloud, another oddity of the event. The entire experience left witnesses deeply puzzled by what they had seen.
A tornado of clouds, a runway or something.
Towering presence. This eerie footage from England shows a giant humanoid figure seemingly standing atop dark clouds, towering over the skyline. The entity blends into the clouds with a shadowy appearance, but its sheer size and unsettling form make it impossible to ignore. The figure looks down at the city below as if silently watching from above. Even though the man who recorded the footage was far from the figure, he could still see its menacing silhouette against the stormy sky. The entity stood motionless for several moments, and during that time, defying gravity. This human-like figure is seen descending from the sky with its arms outstretched, holding a spinning object in one hand as it slowly lands on top of a tower. The entity has no wings, yet it moves effortlessly through the air, defying explanation. Its outstretched arms, along with the spinning object, could indicate it is drawing power from an unknown source or perhaps using it to navigate. Once on the tower, the figure stands still, as though it had a specific purpose for landing there. Moments later, it appears to interact with a flying object that came with it. This object could be some advanced technology or even a vessel from an extraterrestrial being. Ethereal horsemen. Captured in France, a woman recorded a strange sight in the sky, a figure that looked like someone riding a horse, both completely airborne. The figure was far away, so she zoomed in to capture it. Even from a distance, the shape of the rider on the horse was distinct, both moving smoothly through the sky. She described the scene as unusually calm, with the dark form of the rider and horse standing out clearly against the clouds. After a few moments, the figure vanished from view as if it had melted into the sky. She couldn't explain what she had witnessed. Before we move any further, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you can keep watching our amazing content. Spotted over the majestic Japanese Alps, this mysterious entity appeared to be emitting lightning, or perhaps causing it in the surrounding atmosphere. Although the footage does not clearly show its form, witnesses described it as resembling a humanoid figure, with many referring to it as Reijin, the god of lightning from Japanese mythology. This entity seemingly materialized out of nowhere, standing still as thunder rumbled around it. Those who saw it reported feeling a strange energy in the air, as if it were crackling with power. Lunar anomaly. One evening over Amsterdam, something terrifying was captured on camera. A meteor shower striking the moon. Witnesses watched in disbelief as meteors appeared to fall directly onto the lunar surface, causing the moon to explode and burn. The meteors hit in perfect succession, almost as if they were guided. The impact was so intense that some witnesses even reported hearing a faint rumble, though no sound could have traveled that far. Flames and debris scattered across the sky in a way never seen before. Strangely, just hours later, as night fell, the moon reappeared in the sky completely intact, showing no signs of damage.
Ma, you see this?
It's highly unusual to witness numerous shooting stars moving in an odd direction, but many believe this sighting to be an unidentified flying object that was shot down by the government. The footage reveals a malfunctioning spacecraft drifting randomly through the sky, leaving trails of fire and debris behind. Witnesses noted that the object made no sound as it flew, which is strange for something of its size. As it moved erratically, the spacecraft reportedly changed colors, transitioning from bright flames to a deep, ominous red. This unexpected color shift heightened the sense that something extraordinary was happening in the sky.
What is happening? You guys see this?
Monolith in motion. An extraordinary event took place in Tokyo as a vertical-shaped black entity descended from the sky, capturing the attention of numerous witnesses. As it fell toward the ground, debris scattered across the grass, leaving onlookers in shock. Witnesses described the entity as towering and imposing, cloaked in an unnatural darkness that absorbed surrounding light. It moved with an eerie grace, causing many to feel an unsettling chill as it descended. Some have considered that the entity could have been anything from a piece of fireworks malfunctioning to something out of a fictional universe like a falling Dementor or even a black angel. Recorded over Chicago, this flying figure many are calling an angel appeared one evening in the sky. Witnesses described how the figure glided across the sky, casting a shadow as it passed in front of the clouds, showing its undeniable presence. The details captured on camera are striking: 2 legs, a human-like body, and wings large enough to block out the light. Some consider this footage to be the clearest depiction of an angel ever recorded. There were no visible signs of anything mechanical or natural to explain the sighting, just this angelic figure alone in the sky. Lightning's chosen one. This eerie sighting stunned witnesses as a humanoid figure emerged from dark clouds just before lightning started striking. The footage shows a dramatic scene where thunder and lightning seem to gather around the figure, or perhaps the figure itself is producing the lightning. Witnesses compared it to a real-life Thor, the god of thunder, suspended in mid-air. What stands out is the timing. Each flash of lightning appeared to align with the figure's presence, almost as if it was controlling the storm. This strange occurrence left people wondering if the figure wasn't just part of the storm, but the very cause of it. Suspended fireball. In this unusual footage from Kenya, a fiery meteor was seen hovering in the sky, behaving unlike any typical meteor. Rather than falling from space, the glowing fireball appeared to be moving deliberately, its flames flickering but never descending. Witnesses described the sight as a ball of fire floating silently above, pulsing with a strange light and casting a bright glow across the sky. Some people even reported feeling a wave of heat from it. The footage only captured its deliberate movement, and the exact nature of this event remains unclear, some thinking that it could have been an atmospheric phenomenon, or perhaps something else entirely. Divine formation. In this footage from the Atlantic Ocean, a white cloud-like figure appears on the horizon, forming a shape that resembles Jesus with its arms outstretched. What makes this sight even more striking is how it stood out against the clear sky with no other clouds around. The fishermen who spotted it were startled as they watched the figure hovering in mid-air. As they focused on the strange formation, it seemed to shift slightly in shape, maintaining its eerie resemblance. The figure remained in the sky as the fishermen continued to watch, leaving them unsettled by the strange phenomenon unfolding before their eyes. Time-bending figure. A man's dashcam captured the unsettling sight of a giant old man as lightning struck, casting the figure's reflection onto the clouds. While waiting in a parking lot, the man noticed the entity, which appeared to be a colossal figure moving behind the clouds. The lightning illuminated its presence for just a few seconds, but that was enough to reveal its distinct appearance. The figure walked with a staff. He described the figure's movement as unnaturally slow, as if it were operating on a different timescale than everything else around it. Elusive dragon legend. Captured over the remote mountains of China, this footage shows what many believe to be a massive winged creature with a long serpentine tail resembling the dragons of legend. The drone recorded the sighting from afar as the creature flew gracefully across the sky, its dark silhouette contrasting against the rugged mountain landscape. It headed toward a large cliff before vanishing into the mist, leaving viewers with an eerie sense of unease. Cloaked figure emerges. Captured in broad daylight in Scotland, this unsettling footage showcases an aerial phenomenon featuring a cloak belonging to a gliding, wraith-like dark creature that appears to have emerged in our world. Its unusual and distorted shape hints at a connection to a dark entity, and the person who recorded it believes it may belong to a creature known as a Dementor. The figure hovers mid-air, completely still, which amplifies the eerie atmosphere of the sighting. With its resemblance to mythological creatures and its unsettling presence in the sky, it evokes a sense of dread, making it feel as if something otherworldly is watching from above. Specter in sky. Clouds can take on many shapes, but this sighting in Japan captured something out of the ordinary, a distinct ring-shaped figure that stood out against the clouds. Unlike typical cloud formations, this dark, shadowy ring moved slightly, almost as if it had control over its movement as it floated across the sky. Multiple people recorded the event from different angles, confirming that this was not an everyday sight. The ring's well-defined shape and slow, silent drift left many thinking it was some kind of interstellar vehicle, an unsettling feeling as it hovered quietly overhead. Suspended in secrecy. A towering vertical figure was spotted hovering over the Pacific Ocean, capturing the attention of local fishermen. Its shape doesn't resemble any known aircraft or natural phenomenon, leading many to believe it could be something otherworldly. The entity's exterior blended seamlessly with the surrounding clouds, giving the impression it had been there unnoticed for quite some time. This might be a cloaking technology commonly associated with extraterrestrial crafts. The footage reveals the figure remaining completely still, floating just above the ocean, intensifying the unsettling thought that something so extraordinary could have gone unseen for so long. Unnatural light descends.
Oh, thank you, Jesus, yes. Oh, look at him.
In a small town in Oklahoma, something eerie happened one night. A glowing purple star, pulsing with an unnatural light, suddenly descended from the sky, surrounded by a massive black smoky cloud. Neighbors and families rushed outside to record the strange sight. The star's light was intense, glowing brightly in the sky above the houses, streets, and the people below. There was also a massive black smoky cloud behind it, and a low, droning hum could be heard. Growing louder every second, witnesses reported that the star hovered above the town for several minutes, changing the sky's color. Many also felt a sudden drop in temperature as it approached, adding to the unsettling experience.
Oh, thank you, Jesus, yes. Oh, look at him.
Mystifying hive formation. Tourists visiting a forest in Indonesia captured a startling sight. A giant black orb made entirely of birds floating unnervingly close to their heads. What made the scene even more unusual was how the orb hovered in mid-air, standing out sharply against the clear sky. Some of the birds left the orb but remained close, almost as if they were tethered to it. Witnesses from the area described a low flapping sound that grew louder as they neared the orb. The sight of the birds suspended in the air like this left them puzzled and unsure of what they were witnessing. Intriguing light show. Trail camera captures a straight beam that appears in the sky and hits the ground. Installed in the isolated areas of Daintree Rainforest, the footage shows lightning began to strike in the area, and moments later the sky took on an eerie red hue around the beam. This color change hints at an unidentified flying object hovering above the clouds. Adding to the strangeness, a mysterious light emerged from the clouds, suggesting that something or someone might be either descending or being pulled up into the sky. Silent hovering object. A camper noticed a strange purple celestial craft flying overhead during the night. This unusual craft didn't resemble any known aircraft and emitted a captivating purple light that caught his attention. The man felt it was something beyond this world. As the craft hovered above him, it made no sound, leading him to believe it used advanced technology to stay hidden. The idea that such technology could bend light around the craft while still allowing the purple glow to be visible adds to the eerie experience. The man's intense reaction highlights how unsettling such sightings can be. Unexplained winged phenomenon. This strange sighting occurred one evening in Phoenix and was reported by many witnesses. Footage shows what looks like a human figure with small wings floating midair. It wasn't flapping its wings or flying in the usual sense, it seemed to be levitating, defying the laws of physics. At one point, the figure even shifted, appearing to bend forward or change position, though it could have been the camera angle. Witnesses described how it moved silently through the air, with no sound or wind disturbance. Unexpected holiday surprise. On a bustling New York street, a baby girl points to the sky, capturing a moment that seems unbelievable. The footage shows what looks like a sleigh pulled by a bunch of flying reindeers, soaring high above the city in broad daylight. The sight unfolds with incredible speed, leaving viewers speechless as they catch a glimpse of what many believe to be Santa Claus himself. Such encounters stretch our understanding of what's possible, especially seeing Santa flying through the sky during the day. Just as the scene captivates everyone, a building blocks the view, and the footage suddenly cuts off, creating a feeling of uncertainty about what was just witnessed. Humanoid in the clouds.
Yeah, could you turn the focus thing?
A family trip to Maryhill in Scotland took an unexpected turn when a man spotted a humanoid figure flying in midair. He quickly recorded the sight on his phone. Although the figure wasn't fully visible in the footage, its appearance and gestures resembled traditional descriptions of an angel, despite the absence of wings. Witnesses remarked on how the being seemed to float rather than fly, creating an unsettling atmosphere for those watching. The sight left many wondering about the strange events unfolding in the skies that day.
Looks like it's gone down.
Looks like it is.
CERN's enigmatic circle. This unsettling sighting, recorded in Switzerland, shows beams of light suddenly appearing in the sky. Within seconds, the beams formed a perfect circle, resembling what some described as a portal to another universe. As soon as the circle completed, it cut off the camera working and the clip ended. The footage was captured by a man who uploaded it, noting that the strange event happened uncomfortably close to CERN, the well-known European organization for nuclear research. Some reported feeling a strange static in the air during the event and mentioned that their electronic devices stopped working nearby. Dimensional shift observed. In the Park City mountain range, a radiant being of light appeared at the mountain's peak, growing brighter with each moment. The footage shows the light intensifying until it seemed to extend its wings and lift into the sky. As the figure ascended, a massive burst of light overcame the entire mountain, then suddenly vanished into the sky, leaving an unsettling stillness behind. Witnesses were left speechless by the sudden brightness and the figure's swift departure. The entity may have shifted between dimensions, moving from one world into another. The vivid light and abrupt disappearance were unlike anything anyone had seen before. Giant in the light. The sun shines brightly, but this footage from Miami shows a massive black figure seemingly moving behind it. Though the camera struggles to capture the full detail due to the sun's intense light, the figure's silhouette looks strikingly humanoid, with a face and shoulders visible. What's unsettling is the sheer size of the figure. While the footage doesn't capture the figure's entire movement, its slow progression behind the sun gives an eerie sense of something colossal at play. The presence of such a massive humanoid shape walking behind the sun challenges what what we know about the skies. Messages from above. This captivating footage from Israel shows glowing entities hovering in mid-air as they gradually ascend into the sky. One by one, they disappear, leaving behind a chilling feeling. While the camera doesn't fully capture their physical forms, one entity appears close enough to reveal wings and a slight human resemblance, and is believed to be an angelic being. Many witnesses believe these beings could be angelic, coming to Earth for reasons unknown before heading back to what is often called the spiritual realm. Flickering gateway. This strange light appeared in the skies of Argentina, quickly transforming into what many locals described as a portal to another dimension. The man who recorded the event from his rooftop initially thought it was a crack in the sky, as if reality itself had been torn open. The light was unlike anything typically seen, flickering with an intense brightness that pulsed unnaturally. While there's no concrete evidence to explain what it could have been, many have suggested it may have been a natural atmospheric anomaly or some kind of extraterrestrial glitch. Midair mystery. What began as a typical star in the sky quickly turned into something extraordinary as it started to fall over the city. This surprising sight caught the attention of pilots, who watched the event unfold from their cockpits and later reviewed the footage from different angles. The object, glowing brightly, seemed to take on an angelic shape, featuring enormous wings that spread wide as it paused in mid-air. After hovering for several minutes, the brilliant figure shot back into the sky with incredible speed. This strange occurrence left the pilots unsettled, leading them to wonder about the true nature of what they had witnessed. Lightning revelations. Arabs have a deep connection with horses, as they domesticated them early on, but seeing a horse in mid-air is something entirely different. In this footage from Saudi Arabia, a horse appears to be flying through the night sky, defying the normal laws of nature. The horse's form isn't clear at first, but when lightning strikes, its shadowy figure is briefly revealed as it moves through the sky. Witnesses reported feeling a sudden gust of wind when the horse appeared, as though the creature itself was affecting the weather, but no clear explanation has been found for this strange event. Silent hovering. Flying without wings is impossible, and seeing a humanoid figure in mid-air is unsettling. In Brazil, a group of farmers who started their day early witnessed something that left them deeply disturbed. Without wings or any visible means of flight, the figure appeared to levitate unnaturally, hovering silently as the farmers looked on in shock. The eerie scene was captured on video, with the figure emerging from behind a tree and unsettling everyone who saw it. The figure hovered for a moment before the footage ended. Open discussion. In today's discussion, we have an intriguing clip captured by a car's dash cam. The footage shows a strange cloud mass hovering close to the ground that suddenly transforms into a giant humanoid figure. This entity closely resembles a human, with a chest, body, and long arms, but its skull looks unnaturally distorted, creating an unsettling feeling. The short clip hints that this colossal being could be behind the formation of the cloud mass, deliberately revealing itself to the world. Typically, cloud formations are static or change slowly, but this rapid shift into a humanoid shape challenges our understanding of weather phenomena. Have you ever witnessed anything like this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching the video. Share in the comments and do like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.